Oh, do you know what? We wasted so much fucking time. Let's just podcast. Hi guys, and welcome to Food Review. No, that's not what it's called. Welcome to FRUK Unwrapped, the official podcast of Food Review UK. It's good when you fuck up the intro to a podcast. It's going to be a long night.
I probably wouldn't start again at this point either.
No, I'm not going to. Why should I? Let them see how shit we are. Let them hear how shit we are.
Glad to be here.
My name is Nathan Peterson, and I'm here with three men that I'm going to introduce you. First up is a man who loves to dunk a cookie. He bloody loves it. Trouble is, he's dunking it in gravy. It's Stuart Bullock.
Fantastic. Hello, Nathan. I'm good, good man. I'm very good.
Obviously already caught up, so let's not waste any time there. Next up, we've got the CEO of FRUK, the cookie-eating officer. It's Mr. Michael Jamieson.
Yeah, cookie-eating officer, as if I'm qualified.
Anyway, how is your sex life?
The room reference. Yeah, guys, we're just going to be... You know how on Food Review UK we pretty much quote The Office non-stop? We're now going to add The Room to that list because Nate and I have both watched The Room in the last week and have fallen in love, I think it's fair to say.
Ha 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 ha.
Chip, 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 chip.
And with us we have a giant cookie fan, quite literally. You've heard of Rich T, but get ready to experience Rich M from the Cookie Mill, Rich Milford.
Hello.
How are you, Rich?
Good, thank you, mate. Thanks
Excellent.
for that intro. That was sorry. I'm just talking over you non-stop. Yeah, cheers,
no,
mate.
this is your time. You go for it.
Well, thanks for the intro, mate. I love that. Rich M.
Good.
Better than
Rich
Rich
M.
T.
Yeah, I have written down here. Wait to see if MJ comments that Rich T isn't a cookie; it's actually a biscuit.
Oh, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I don't... what will you try? Is that the relevance? Because obviously it's irrelevant.
I mean, I've tried to be cookie related in all of them,
Right.
as you probably could tell listening back. But
Well, you've not tried very hard on that one, have you? It's not a cookie, is it? That's not.
No, it's not. It's not. Tonight, as you can probably guess from the intro and as I've referenced there, we're going to be talking about cookies because our good guest here, Rich, is he's a cookie fan. He's got his own quote-unquote cookie business, which is up and running, I think, soon. Is it, Rich?
Yeah, very soon, actually. It's coming together quite quickly now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You've got you've got the Instagram page.
Got the Instagram page. Finally got the packaging sorted for the cookies, which took longer than expected, which was very annoying. But I actually got some here tonight with me as a little tester for MJ.
Oh, I'm glad we're all experiencing those.
Well,
it's good that the main hosts and the creative powers behind this podcast are getting to try it. Yeah. Did you get some, Stuart?
Nope. It reminds me. It's like MJ Stag Do all over again.
So, Rich, you are. Is it fair to say cookies is your passion? Cookies are your passion, or is it cooking in general?
Yeah, cooking in general. More towards baking, and then cookies in baking. So just so I can cover all the bases. Yeah,
sub-genre baking, sub-genre cookies.
Exactly.
Have you been working on trying to get the cookie mill up and running for a while?
Well, actually, it used to be called something else when I was actually going to be making marshmallows and brownies, which was a different name called honey and mallow. But then I actually made cookies, and because MJ said they were so fucking good, that I thought I would just put all my effort into making cookies and different flavours of that. So
it's weird that you would take MJ's opinion.
Well, I mean, I say MJ's.
I mean, I feel quite bad now that I was lying to him and he's changed everything.
Wait, what?
Imagine all of those, disappointed people when they... I've had one of your cookies. I'm not even going to pretend it's...
I was going to say, this is coming from you as well, after Gossy had them in his car for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, but there's been a bit of raisin banter going on lately behind the scenes. And
here we go.
You're a part of it, and I just can't let that slide, my friend.
I should say, I think raisins, as I said earlier, are dead ting when they're covered in chocolate. I don't actually mind raisins when they're actually in an appropriate cookie, such as oatmeal and raisin.
Oh, we'll get onto that sooner or later, don't you worry. Now, you have an interesting perspective compared to some of our guests in that I believe that you were a fan of Food Review UK before you knew Michael, and clocked him at the cinema, was it?
Yes, actually, yeah. I had been watching Food Review UK for about a year. Then me and my fiance moved to nearby.
All specific.
Nearby MJ. And I clocked him in the cinema that night, and I was just like, I swear that's that guy from YouTube, because I'd shown her a video literally 2 days before of you and Gossie and MJ, and I can't remember. It might have been the Supermalt one. And she was
like a video.
That's a good introduction to FRUK, isn't it?
She was like, no, I don't think it is. And then I went over, and I was like, is it Michael? And he was just like, oh, brilliant. Phone out straight away. And then there's a reaction still, actually. So I looked it up the other day. There's a reaction on his live channel of being recognised for the first time, and that's me.
Correct.
Was he by himself or was he with Jamal at the cinema?
Oh God, can we not bring... Stuart, we've actually deleted that version of the Supermalt video and re-uploaded one without any references to Jamal.
Or was he with a good mix of friends?
Oh God, I wish.
The weird thing is, I've written down here, I was going to make a joke about how long had you been stalking Michael before you met him, but the fact that you said that you moved to near him after you'd watched his videos does actually play into that.
Yeah, I'm like that guy in Extras where he's like, "What streets do you live on?"
Oh, good reference.
What I love about that is probably Michael was more pleased to be recognised than you were probably to meet him in the first place.
Oh God, definitely.
I don't know. I was pretty happy to meet a guy from YouTube, and then slowly over time we've realised how much we're pretty much the same person.
Yeah.
It's been commented on the videos, and you've got your fans out there, and you're not so fans.
Yeah, there's that guy that hates me that supports Everton or something, isn't it?
Aaron UFC.
Newcastle, yeah. Oh, that's the joke. That's obviously the joke. Yeah.
No.
That's the joke. Yeah, it's weird because we are literally the same person, so I don't know why someone could like me and not like Rich.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even ignoring that, Rich is better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Or even how someone could even like me as full stop is weird. Full stop again.
Well, thank you for coming on. As you
Thanks for having me,
heard, good one, timing.
Cute.
As you've probably heard from recent shows, we've started implementing random questions. So what I want from you, Rich Milford, 3 numbers between 1 and 10.
Let's go 3, 7, and 8.
Oh, he's given all 3 at once.
3, 7, and 8. Excellent order. Okay, first, marry, fuck, kill, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Kill lunch straight away.
Ooh,
Lunch can do one, to be honest.
Why is that? What do you hate about lunch?
I just don't really have time for it. As in,
Fair.
I just think lunch is probably just the weakest of the 3 because you probably chances are you put more effort into breakfast and dinner depending on what day you're on. More effort into breakfast on a weekend, obviously, and more effort into dinner on a weekday, I'd say.
Okay, so you're fucking your dinner or your breakfast?
I'd say fuck breakfast, marry dinner, because breakfast is a bit naughty sometimes, isn't it?
Depends if I'd only want to fuck breakfast if I'm having a bagel.
Oh.
It's not really their fault, but there's a hole in it. What was the other ones you said? 7?
7 and 8, yeah.
Do you have any weird food quirks apart from the fact that you only like raisins in yogurt?
No, not. I wouldn't say weird. I heard you said the other week that you eat everything in order, and I completely get that. I do that as well. To the point where people have picked up on it before. Like if I ever have like I don't know, like a burger and chips, I'll eat all the chips first and then the burger.
Oh, correct.
God, I hate that. I hate that.
Do you?
I hate that.
I mean,
do you get the point? Do you get the point and laughter? Like people just stare at you while you're eating and then just laugh to themselves, like, "What a fucking idiot this guy is."
Not laughter, more of just a funny old look, and then they just carry on eating their own food. I was like, "Leave me the fuck alone. Let me do what I want."
So you eat your least favourite first?
I wouldn't say least favourite, because I still enjoyed the chips. Obviously, I mean, it's like on a roast dinner. I'd always eat, because I like broccoli, but I'll get that out of the way first, just
Correct.
because it's the least good.
I find
Correct.
it, especially coming from a chef, I find it, which you basically are, I find it fascinating because you would think, because like a lot of the enjoyment out of food is combining all the different flavours on the dish.
Yeah, I don't do it with. I don't do it with every single dish. It's just some dishes I do, like burger and chips. I will eat straight away. Or when I have when I have a pizza, I'll eat all the cheese off the pizza first. Nah,
Fucking
that's a
psycho.
What? That is psychopathic.
that's a joke.
I find it weird from a food reviewer that he didn't have pizza until he was about 20 years old.
Yeah, now he loves it.
Correct. I'm a lad, mate. That's what makes me unique.
Well, unique isn't always better. And number 8, this seems to come up a lot. What is the sexiest fruit or vegetable?
Sexiest fruit or vegetable?
Bagel.
Bagel, yeah. I don't know. Sexiest, I'd probably say fruit would be strawberry, because that's often seen as...
Sensual.
Yeah, like strawberries and melted chocolate is quite a sensual thing, isn't it, for you? When you're having a romantic evening in by yourself, sitting in your pants. Yeah, Michael, pass me over those strawberries. You should see the chocolate fountain we've got here. It's brilliant.
God.
I'm more worried about the yogurt fountain.
Oh, sorry, I'll put my pants on.
Yeah, yogurt fountain, brilliant. That comes later. Literally.
Beautiful, lovely answers. Thank you, Rich. Let's get cracking. First up, news. Beep, 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 beep. Have you boys got anything?
Main bit, I suppose, out of this week is Jack Daniels are releasing a single barrel whiskey. It's about 67.5%, and it's releasing soon.
Now, it's interesting you pick up on that. You're not really a drinker. Do you like Jack Daniels?
I do like Jack Daniels and Spirit.
Do you?
And
Not in body.
Jack Daniels and Coke is one of my go-to sort of drinks
When you don't drink.
when I don't drink.
Yeah, fair play. And we don't have a release date for that. That's soon.
I think it's pretty soon. I don't have a firm release date. It may even be out in some good retailers.
I don't know if this has been out in other countries because they've just recently released rye, haven't they?
Precisely correct. Yeah, I was looking for that. Haven't found it yet.
Oh, I've seen it all over the shop, mate.
Have you really?
You honestly need to
Asda.
start shopping in better places.
Sorry, stop. Do you want to shut the fuck up with that? As if I don't fucking go when I'm in bloody Milton Keynes, which takes 40 minutes to get there anyway, and I bloody go to the Asda, then they're sold out of all my shit. Don't give me that.
You sell them your shit.
Just because the places honestly, Aylesbury is an absolute, literally a black fecal shithole for food.
Yeah, Aylesbury have actually got 2 big Tesco's, and both of them are shit.
Yeah, and that's the best we got.
Yeah.
Sainsbury's often have got amazing stuff, but not the Sainsbury's in Aylesbury. You go to a Sainsbury's down the road near Hemel. Is it Apsley?
Yeah.
Hemel? That is incredible. They sell like Jude's ice cream, so they've got all the new Jude's flavours. They add fucking all the new like Fab and whatnot. But I literally went there once and got like in the last year and got half the shit I was looking for, and that's just there. But the Sainsbury's in Aylesbury, I think the only product I've ever found in there for food review was a chocolate bar. No, it was a Tic Tac. I think Tic Tac mixers, maybe. But it's just bullshit. Honestly, don't bring it up, mate, because it's a sore subject. I get so angry with how bad Aylesbury is for finding new food products.
Yeah, you heard him, mate. Don't bring it up again.
Okay.
Like Rich says, right? We got 2 big Tesco's. Tesco's is, and that's plural of Tesco's. I'm not saying Tesco's. You fucking let's go
Places
Tesco's.
pizza.
Yeah. Yes, awful, fuming.
Wagamamas.
Oh, good. And even though literally every single other person on Instagram, not even food-related Instagram, just every Instagram user is posting pictures of the new re-released Angel Delight white chocolate, which is apparently available at Tesco. Of course, it's not in my fucking Tesco. Oh, hey, the new San Pellegrino Christmas limited edition Clementine flavour, which looks incredible and sounds incredible, only available at Waitrose. course it's not in my fucking Waitrose. Oh, mate, I'm so angry.
You need to move then, mate.
It's bullshit.
I mean, you need to move away from Rich because he's clearly stalking you. But,
I'll find him.
You can still find him.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna actually shop at Ocado this weekend so that I can get my San Pellegrino.
Sick.
fair play. Stuart, have you got any news?
The Poundland Toblerone saga has come to a conclusion, hasn't it?
Are they out? Twin Peaks?
Well, yeah, they've been Toblerone have agreed that they're allowed to sell the stock that they have got, but then they're not allowed to make any more.
Well, hang on, no. They've just redesigned the shape.
Who have?
Poundland.
What do you mean?
They've come to an agreement and they're redesigning the shape so it less closely resembles Toblerone.
But they're allowing them to sell the original shape that they've got, the original stock, which is, I think, it's very big of Toblerone, isn't it?
Is this the one that was like £70?
No, that was the Morrison's one.
Yes, this is a Poundland have made an imitation Toblerone basically called Twin Peaks, and it's like a very similar shape.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, I'm glad they finally overcome that mountain.
Hey, that's where you peak on this show. I feel like we've featured Toblerone more than any other product in the news section. I don't know. We're not sponsored by them by any means or anything like that, but for some reason that's at least the third time they've been brought up in 10 shows.
I wish we were sponsored by them. I bloody love Toblerone.
Oh yeah, of course.
I've got a question. I think this Twin Peaks news story has been absolutely genuinely. I really think it's been actually quite fascinating. So that's why I've had a keen interest in it, and we've discussed it a few times. Do you know what? I was in Tesco. Welcome to the Tesco and Toblerone podcast. I was in Tesco a few days ago, and I stopped at the Toblerones, and I looked at the white one, and I was like, do I ever remember having a bloody white Toblerone? And I was like, I do, but I haven't had one in 20 odd years. Talk to me about the Stuart. Do you have the white Toblerone often?
I was just waiting for you to say you prefer a good mix.
Nah.
I do prefer a good. You are, and they're perfect for it as well because you just flip one upside down and then you've got the perfect blend. That's the melting pot.
Correct.
Yeah.
That
was weirdly sexual.
Wish we were filming it.
Yeah.
There's nothing weird about it, Rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Toblerone is very, very versatile. Standard Toblerone, obviously.
Yeah.
Dark Toblerone, very rarely.
Don't think I've ever had it.
You know, it's all right. A mate of mine used to get the fruit. Was it fruit and nut or just fruit Toblerone? He used to sometimes buy those and bring them into work, and they were nice. And I have just literally this week finished a salted almond Toblerone.
Oh yeah, that one's because that's really crunchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But white Toblerone, nah, mate.
Oh no.
Oh, what?
I'd agree with you on that.
I've had it. I think I've had it, but I'm never going to choose it.
Have
You're
you
not
had
a big
the
fan
new
of.
one?
You don't like white chocolate, do you, Stuart? I think I've heard.
I enjoy white chocolate. I'm probably never going to choose white chocolate. I'm never going to buy white chocolate because I'm an adult.
Right.
Have you had the new Toblerone, the coconut one?
No. Not sure about that. What is it? Just got?
It's out, yeah. Almond and coconut. As far as I'm aware, it's just almond and coconut.
And how does the coconut present itself within the Toblerone?
Gonna have to Google it, mate. Hang on, Alta Vista. Here we go. Let's get on it.
Lycos.
Oh, it's called crispy coconut.
Oh, it's like desiccated on the top.
Subscribe.
That's been an incredible pun. No one's listening, apart from Stuart. Bless him.
Oh, I didn't hear. Unfortunately,
I was listening, mate.
Swiss milk chocolate with sugar-coated desiccated coconut.
Defecators.
Coconut that someone shit on. Well, right, that's the end, guys. So thank you.
No, I didn't. I was waiting for information from you. I didn't realise that you was.
No, is that it? Mate. No, yeah, sorry, no, that was it. Yeah,
£3, mate.
Okay. Well, I've got a couple of stories. First of all, Co-op. I don't know if anyone saw this. Co-op are looking to sell dried foods, including pasta, rice, and crisps, and some tinned products up to a month past their best before date.
Oh yeah, I saw that today.
For just 10p. in a bid to cut down on food waste.
That's
Food
good.
waste. Do we think this is a good idea?
I think it's a brilliant idea.
I know MJ likes it because he's tight, but I was just wondering if the other two...
I actually saw this on the news earlier, and there was a woman clearly who didn't understand the premise behind it, because she was just like, "Oh, it's just another bloody way for them to make money, isn't it? Even if they are only making 10p." And I was like, "You completely just missed the point."
Get that sweet 10p.
Yeah. Co-op desperately need.
Well,
yeah. Right. Well, we had a bit of technical difficulties there, but we were talking about co-op selling dried foods and tinned products.
welcome back to the Tesco and Toblerone podcast, guys. We were just talking about co-ops products.
Good one. Stuart, would you be down for buying pasta or rice or anything that's about a month past its best before date for 10p?
This sounds like you're trying to sell it to him.
Nate's got
Nate needs to get all the money together he can.
Nate's put the business plan together for him. Market research.
Trying to sell food to Northerners for 10p.
Do you really think that I expect Stuart to have 10p?
Hell.
Well, he's going to save about 10p from blowing out all those candles because he's turned the heating off. Northerners.
Let's just move on. The other bit of news that I had, Asda are selling a Christmas dinner pizza. I think it's being released Thursday? No, Friday? Thursday, the 7th. Chicken, roast potatoes, Brussels, and cranberry.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Anybody even remotely want to try that?
Wait, Are they still going to have the tomato sauce then with cranberry?
I assume so. I assume the cranberry was like a drill.
Or is it going to be like I don't know. Or is it going to be like a cranberry-based sauce? Because that would be all right.
Or
That'd be too much, wouldn't it?
When they do the duck and hoisin type pizzas, and they eschew the tomato sauce in favour of more appropriate flavours. I mean, either way, I'm not eating that. No.
No, I don't know. There's just something about roast potatoes on a pizza that just sounds just studenty. It just sounds rank.
I just wanted to say, while we were on the subject about the 10p cans,
we weren't
about 10 minutes ago.
Go on.
Are they going to because obviously cans last for years? Are they just going to keep these cans out the back for about 10 years, and then once they're like ready to eat or ready to go into this 10p section, they're just going to chuck them all in a bucket and let everyone pick out from there? Because surely, is it just canned food? Did you say?
It's dried foods and tinned products, and they did say up to a month after the best before date.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because when they go on the shelves, it's like 2 years from when they'll go out of date. So I'm just wondering...
Yeah, I don't think they're going to specifically set aside food with the intention that in 2 years' time they might put it on the shelf. No, if that's your question, I think it probably is.
I don't even know what my question was. It was just...
I think what they mean is when they get to the end of the best before date, if it's still not sold, they'll just still leave it on the shelf and just knock it down to 10p.
Right. Okay.
But like say tin products, for example. They I don't know how quickly they sell out, but I would imagine they've got such a long shelf life as it is.
Yeah.
The chance of it still being there is unlikely.
That's what my point was.
Oh God.
I think that's probably the end of news, isn't it? As I've already said, tonight's show is about cookies. Any regular listeners to the show know that we always start our segments off with Quivia. Are you boys ready for a bit of Quivia?
Oh, mate, can't wait for this.
You shouldn't do, because you're probably going to win, as is customary. Okie dokie, we love a world record on this show. In feet, what is the diameter of the world record holding largest cookie in the world?
17.
17 feet diameter.
Yep.
Michael Jameson.
21.
21?
Incorrect.
What did you say, Stuart? I forgot to write down. 17.
17.
21. Rich M.
I'm going to say 35.
that would be a good tactic because you're higher than the other two. You're still 66 foot off. It's 101 foot.
Wow.
On the 17th of May 2003, the Immaculate Baking Company in Flat Rock, North Carolina, baked a chocolate chip cookie weighing 18 tons.
Fucking hell. How do they... What oven is baking this?
Yeah, I don't think they bake it in just the one oven. This is where it obviously gets a little bit bleh, in that it's lots of cookies added together. Essentially.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yeah, it's like Michael and his world's biggest pizza. No,
I hate all these ones. I hate all these. Which biggest food did they put together this week? Pathetic.
There must be some parameter. There must be like a time limit they have to do it within, or something like that. Because obviously, at the end of the day, if you're asking for something like this to be baked in one go, you have to have an oven that's big enough to do it. So
it sounds like it's pretty easy to get a Guinness World Record if that's the case. Like we could just get a bunch of licorice shoelaces, tie them all together, and say, "Oh, we made the biggest one ever."
So
it's 2 miles long.
Why aren't we doing that?
Yeah, we're doing this, right? We're doing this.
Yeah,
we're doing this.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah,
someone
should. Yeah, someone should.
When Stuart comes down, we're doing it, right? Yeah. We're doing that, right? Surely we're doing that.
Slowly walk back up north, and we'll see how far we can get it.
Brilliant.
Question 2. Barnum's Animal Crackers are amongst the biggest animal cracker producers in the world. How many different animals have featured since they started in 1903?
Oh, what? 52.
Stuart's going for 52 different animals. I'm going to go to Rich M this time.
I don't think it would be that many.
I'm just plucking this out of thin air.
I'm going to say 35 again.
I could already guess what your answer to question 3 will be. Michael.
Interestingly, I believe it or not, I actually know the answer.
Because Google open?
No, still got pictures of the crunchy almonds Toblerone on there. So, the original animal crackers only had, from Haben's, or whatever brand you said, only had 5 animals in. Then added, a couple of years later, they added 2, which was a badger and a python snake.
Python snake!
A python snake?
I'm trying to hold it together.
What are the pythons?
They were quite quickly retired, although not at the same time. And then we're talking probably 35 years ago now. And then anyway, through the years, they've added, I think they've added about 8, and they've got rid of a further 6 or something. Now, animal crackers have 7 animals in, which does include a cheetah, a woodlouse, and a flying eagle.
Flying eagle! Not a stationary one.
So the correct answer is actually only 19.
What a dick.
It was worth it for that. Stuart gets the point on that one, I'm afraid. The answer is 106.
Wow.
Including the current range of bear, bison, camel, cougar, elephant, giraffe, gorilla, hippopotamus, hyena, kangaroo, lion, monkey, rhinoceros, seal, sheep, tiger, and zebra or zebra, depending on whether you want to say it correctly or not.
Well, my woodlouse suggestion doesn't sound so silly now. Hyena, what on earth is that?
So, is a hyena, or...?
Yeah, you've obviously made that one up.
Did you say python snake, or was that...
No, python snake got retired.
Right. Python cat now.
Yeah, the python cat is... That also ended. That was a tragic incident. Question 3. And Rich, you can't answer 35 to this.
Oh.
Oreo cookies are the most popular brand of cookies in the world, but how many individual cookies are produced each year? I'm going to start with Rich this time.
35. 35 million.
35 million. M for mother.
Okay,
let's go to...
No, I want to actually... Can I change my answer before anyone else?
You may.
I want to go higher.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 350 million.
That because it's just 35 for the 0?
No, actually, yeah. But partly that for the comedic reasons, but partly I do think it would be a lot higher than 35 million.
Okay. Mr. Michael Jameson.
Billion, if anything.
So,
Do you want to go 350 billion? Or?
No.
Again, it's funny. I actually know this one. No, I can put a solid guess in. Okay, so there's probably approximately probably 40,000 shops in the US that sell Oreos ish, give or take a million. No, there's probably like 50,000. I'm guessing there's 50,000. Let's say on average, each of those have got 10 flavours of Oreos with probably 20 on the shelf. Double it for what they've got out back. So there's about 20 cookies, is what they call them. And this is
what about the ones that they're keeping until they go out of date so they can sell them for 10p?
So what's that, guys? 20 times. Oh shit!
20 times a billion.
So there's probably like, let's say there's 6,000 cookies per branch. So it's 6,000 times 50,000, and that's in any given, say, 2-weekly cycle. So 50,000 times 6,000 is, I think, 300,000.
No!
So it's 3 million times...
Oh, I wish you two could see the
26.
look on his face as he's trying to work all this out.
Why isn't this being filmed?
3 million times 26, I think. But that sounds too low, so I'm going to say 400 million.
400 million. Okay.
Right, is this individual Oreos or packets?
Individual Oreos, the actual one. So if you open up a pack, you'll get, I don't know, 20 cookies in there or something like that. So it's each one of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's over a billion. So I mean, I'm just going stupidly high. It's like well over a billion, surely. So
well, what are you going to say?
I'm going to say a billion.
A billion.
I mean, I could just be a penis and go one higher than Rich, but I'll go for a billion.
Could you do that?
Well, what's Rich's answer?
350 million.
Yeah, 350 million and one.
Stuart wins.
No. Yes!
The answer is 40 billion.
Hang on a sec.
Well, I said 400 million, so...
What?
MJ said 400 million.
Right.
No, I've got 300 million written down. So.
Definitely said 400 million. So...
Well, I definitely wrote down 300, so...
Wow.
Who are you going to believe? The guy that said it or the guy that wrote it down? So...
Wow.
Brilliant.
I mean, the answer's in billion anyway, so...
Yeah, so I'm winning. Yeah, no, I massively undercalculated.
Produced in 18 countries.
Looks like they'll be my biggest competitor with Cookie Mill. What's that called?
The Oreo Mill.
Yeah.
Produced in 18 countries, if they were laid next to each other, they would circle the world 5 times.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, I only counted the USA, that's why my calculations are off. the biggest producer of Oreo.
In which year did Cookie Monster make his debut on Sesame Street? I'm going to start with Michael.
Sesame Street started in 1974, and I believe Cookie Monster was added in season 3, which was in 77, so 1977.
Okie dokie. Let's go to Stuart next.
So what year did he say that it started in?
He said it started in 1974, I believe.
Right.
Did you not write that one down, mate?
Oh, brilliant. I think Sesame Street, he's incorrect. Sesame Street was 60s, and I'm going to go 1966.
1966.
I've no idea. I think this is just a shot in the dark for me. Just give me 2 minutes to think.
If you could shoot Michael in the dark, that'd be great.
I'm going to say...
When you say think, do you mean like us and subscribe?
I'm going to say 1980.
Well, you laugh, you scoff, Stuart.
I do, that's why I'm so fat.
There's nothing to say that Cookie Monster started from, the beginning of Sesame Street, so... I mean, he did. He actually appeared in the first episode in 1969, so Stuart wins. But, allegedly, he is allergic to peanut butter cookies and hazelnut cookies. I mean, I don't know why they just don't say nuts. And before he ate his first cookie, he thought his name was Sid.
Was that before his drug problem on cookies?
That is before his drug problem.
Yeah, basically,
last question.
yeah. In a song in 2004, Cookie Monster revealed that before he ate his first cookie, he believed his name was Sid. Hang on.
How do you know that?
Doesn't know.
How do you know word for word what it said on Wikipedia?
General knowledge.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I checked it after you said, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What? Well, I'm doing a pretty bad job of cheating if I look up the answer and then still get it wrong.
You might be, I don't know, hustling.
I'm doing a bad job at that.
Last question. In 2012, online blog eConsultancy ran a survey to see what people's reactions would be to the EU directive about websites using cookies. What percentage said they were happy for websites to use cookies?
Oh,
brilliant. Play on words.
Isn't it?
Oh.
Stuart.
So this is people that say that they're happy for websites to use cookies?
Yeah, in percentage, so you've only got 101 possible answers.
Right. So, yeah, my initial reaction is that I think that most people would think that cookies are some kind of snooping thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also think that people are stupid. Or actually, I always click accept cookies.
But this was before that box came out.
72%.
72 would be happy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go to Michael.
81%.
81%, and we're going to end on Rich M.
What year was this? 2012, did you say?
2012, yeah. The online blog eConsultancy. It's probably on your screen right now as MJ's Googling it.
I was going to say, it's funny actually, because I actually know the answer to this question.
If the answer's Python snake, you're wrong.
No, the answer is 71%.
Hang on. No, so, right, I want to change my answer because Rich is...
No, can't do that, mate.
He's gone one under me.
I feel Rich has missed a trick there by not saying 35%.
Too low.
The answer's 20... Well, you would have won anyway.
The answer is 25.
24.
23%. I've got nothing fun about that. It was a boring question, but it was a play on word with cookies. Speaking of cookies, let's talk about...
Clever.
Thank you. Let's get down
Ready
and dirty.
to rumble. Oh.
Let's get ready to rumble. It's a
Let's
second
get ready
preference.
to wumble. Let's get ready to wumble. What's Jonathan Ross's favourite PJ and Duncan song? Let's get ready to wumble.
Do you guys prefer soft or hard / crunchy / crispy cookies?
Well, I mean, two of those cross over, I think, for me. Crispy and chewy definitely have to be the same cookie.
Yeah.
Correct. Crispy on the outside, chewy in the centre / 2/3.
Never hard. Although, I am partial to a Maryland cookie, which I don't actually... I don't know whether it's a biscuit or a cookie, but...
It says cookies on the wrapper.
I know, but...
Is it a wrapper? Well, no.
Good response.
Is it a wrapper or a packet?
I mean, let's worry about the cookies than the semantics.
I like the fact that we've got Rich on as a cookie expert, and he seems basically unable to explain what a cookie is, which is...
Nah, mate.
Great comeback.
Yeah. Oh, I've changed my mind. He's absolutely... He's nailed it, yeah.
Full of knowledge.
Chip off the old one.
Wikipedia for him.
I'd say just a cookie is just a small, round, sugary treat. I don't know. How do you define?
I mean, that's smart.
Personally,
that's smart.
I think a cookie would... Personally, I would describe a cookie as being chewy. But, obviously, like I said, I think cookies in America and cookies over here are different things. I've actually got cookies from America here in front of me.
Correct, yeah, we're going to do a live taste test in a minute. A cookie... North American.
Oh, are we? Are you excited about doing a live taste test,
It's
mate?
going to be alright.
I'm really excited.
Oh, yeah,
I should not be delivered by FedEx any minute now. I've got my eye on the front door.
Yeah, open your window, mate. I'll throw them. Really hard.
Well, I might not catch them.
Well,
North Americans
catch something.
describe a North Americans describe a cookie as a sweet biscuit, but if you search for difference between cookie and biscuit, it says in the UK a cookie is a soft, squishy, moist biscuit, for lack of a better word. British cookies tend to be bigger and more substantial than a British biscuit. In the US, a cookie covers both what the British would call a biscuit and a cookie. Yeah, I would say a cookie is easily identifiable.
Yeah, that's true, actually, now that you say it, because I've seen when you see Americans try British foods, it's a lot of the time a digestive biscuit will be in those videos, and they're always like, oh, it's so weird that they call it a digestive, because that's something, yeah, anyway. And they're always like, it's just like a, what do they call, graham crackers, they call it, but
graham crackers,
it's a weird cookie. It's like a really dry cookie, they always say.
Yeah.
So, by that virtue, MJ, are you suggesting that you agree with Rich that a Maryland cookie isn't a cookie?
No, I think a Maryland cookie is a cookie.
I agree.
But that doesn't fit in with the description that you just read of being larger and soft.
I will read again just because it seems like you missed the important bit. In the UK, a cookie is primarily a soft, squishy, moist biscuit, usually, for lack of a better word. If you rewind the podcast, you'll hear that's exactly what I said the first time.
So what you're suggesting is everything that isn't covered by those descriptions must therefore be a cookie?
No, that's twisting.
How would you
my words.
describe a cookie, mate?
The tables have turned now, haven't they? What?
I was loving it if you read the exact same thing.
No, because I don't have Wikipedia up because I wasn't cheating at the quiz that I was hosting.
Right. Don't need to cheat. You wrote questions.
No, I won, if anything. Actually, I didn't announce that Stuart won the game.
Hey!
I was going to let Rich win, but his sass is a little bit too much. So
Yeah, I thought the guest is supposed to win.
Well,
they usually do. They usually do because they're usually polite. So.
Oh.
If anything, this one's
no
a bit
cookies
too
for you.
Michael,
You can close your window, mate. I won't be throwing them now. So,
just before we move on, I have got a question to ask, Rich. This is specifically to you.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, your name is Richard, isn't it?
correct.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Your name is Richard.
Yeah.
At what point in your life did you settle on the name, the abbreviation of Rich? I'm just asking because if I'm honest, I think you're more of a dick.
Oh, I think you're more of a stew, mate.
Oh, that's an even worse insult. That's uncalled for.
Oh, sorry.
This has got a bit toasty.
I've got an amusing paragraph.
If that was a serious question, mate, it was around
No, it wasn't.
2008.
I just to call you a dick.
I've got an interesting paragraph.
Shall I start calling you casserole instead of or stew?
I mean,
That
was an MJ joke. That was an absolute MJ joke.
All right, Cassie.
Oh, brilliant.
A British biscuit is an American...
What's he doing? Why is he just reading things off the internet?
Welcome to the Tesco, Toblerone and Tumblr podcast. So you've got it right. A British biscuit is an American cookie, and an American cookie is a British cookie, and an American biscuit is a British scone, and an American scone is something else entirely. Basically, it's. I'd say it's not really clear.
It sounded like a riddle the way the way you read it. It was like we have to answer it. What am I? I'm a scone, but I'm a cookie at the same time.
My first is in scone.
Yeah. I'm a biscuit, but I'm a cookie in the US. You're a
I feel like I've lost control of this podcast somehow.
No, you never had control.
Get it together.
No, that is true. That's true. All right then. Favourite fillings of your podcast? What cookies do you like?
Sorry,
are you chocolate? Yeah,
sorry.
I nearly said podcast.
Yeah, your favourite filling of your podcast.
Yeah, I nearly did, but don't worry. Don't worry.
No, I am worried. I'm worried that you're struggling to keep this on track. That noise from Stuart.
I've lost it.
Brilliant. This is great.
It's descended into madness. I'm literally 2
Stuart
seconds away
has
from
one of the
just
best laughs I've ever heard in my life. It's just the most contagious.
Oh man, I'm crying. I can't even remember what I'm laughing at.
It's one of them. What you saying?
What's your favourite filling on a podcast?
Oh, do you know what? I like a classic chocolate chip.
Yeah?
I like a
good.
Yeah, I like a milk chocolate. I like a white. I like a triple.
I prefer a good mix.
Good mix.
Quintuple.
Yeah, that's it.
Where is it?
Yeah, with the Caramac, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the rose, ruby, pink.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Ruby Rose.
Is that a thing yet? Or is that
I'm not
still
sure
in
I
the...
don't think it's broken into mainstream yet.
Is it actually flavoured rose, or is that what they just call it?
No. I believe it has a slightly berry flavour, but they don't flavour it. It just has that naturally.
Correct,
Oh, right,
because of the type of cocoa bean. Correct.
Right.
Does anyone else like any other cookie other than chocolate chip?
Right, I've never had a good salted caramel cookie.
Well.
Correct.
Oh.
I like a berry in a cookie.
Well, give me your address, mate. Not on air, and I'll send you the best salted caramel cookies you'll ever have.
Oh dear!
It's the last time you had the address of a Food Review UK presenter, you moved next door to him.
Well then.
We have low ceilings in the north. You won't be able to fit in the houses, mate.
I've got a funny story about that, actually. But...
Go on then. Hashtag anecdote.
Well, it's not actually a funny story, but my fiance's mum has low ceilings in her house, and I can very rarely go there because I can't stand up.
At least that's
They actually had the ceilings lowered when you started going out of her.
God.
Now, salted caramel is where it's at, mate.
I love salted caramel.
Do you mean flavoured salted caramel, or when it's stuffed with salted caramel? You've never had a good one.
Do you know what? My experience of stuffed cookies is very limited.
Right. Okay.
Like, because you do the cookies with the stuff in the middle, don't you?
Yeah.
That's not really. I don't think that's yet to kind of cross over massively.
I think that's pretty much my USP that I'm going for, because it's like a new hybrid kind of thing, because you get stuffed brownies, don't you? And that's what I was kind of basing it on. Because the new ones that I do are kind of... I bake them in rings, in like metal rings, so they can't spread out flat. So once they reach the edge of the ring, they just go up. So like they're actually just monstrous. So that's what gives it the new kind of stuffed...
Correct.
vibe.
People need to check out your Instagram so they can see what these cookies look like. What's your Instagram?
Riches underscore...
You can also follow Rich's Basement.
Yeah. No, not Rich's Basement. I had to move because it had low ceilings. Rich's underscore kitchen and the Cookie Mill UK on Instagram.
Do it. Check it out. I will send you a message and you can post some cookies.
Yeah, do it, mate, because I have actually got the packaging sorted this week, and it's looking pretty good if I don't say so myself.
Sweet.
And I am, while on the subject of talking about flavours from Nate, I am going to offend you probably, Nate, by saying oatmeal and raisin is probably one of my favourite cookies.
Well, that wouldn't offend me, mate. I'd call you a hypocrite, but I wouldn't.
No, when I say I hate raisin, I only mean raisin when it's covered in chocolate. I don't know what it is about the marriage between chocolate and raisins, but it's just not my thing.
Fair enough. It's not what
I do Rocky Road as well. Rocky Road cookies, and MJ, when he first tried them, was a bit hesitant at first, weren't you? Because you didn't want to try them because you thought it might have raisins in.
Yeah, I was hoping they didn't have raisins in.
Yeah, thought they might have a bit too much flavour.
Yeah, not enough flavour, if anything.
Or something he's ever been accused of. Yeah, I think I'm probably with MJ that a good standard chocolate chip works. I do like oatmeal and raisin. To be honest, I like all fucking cookies. I don't think there's a cookie out there that I've met that I don't like.
What was the one you tried that I get? Was it salted caramel or was it Nutella?
I think it might have been salted caramel, yeah, because there was some big bit of gooiness that had hardened up in Gossie's
gone all crusty
trousers.
Yeah.
I think it's still caramel. That was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it would have been like had it not been festering in his boot with football.
Was it? I can't remember if it was you that said you keep them in the fridge, or if it was you that was offended by the idea of keeping them
I was
in the
offended
fridge.
by that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because Gossie does, and that offends me.
Yeah. I actually say with my salted caramel cookies to keep them in the fridge, the ones that are stuffed, because they come out fucking incredible out of the fridge.
They're not going to stay in the fridge.
Are you one for eating chocolate out of the fridge, or are you?
No,
do you keep it at room
offends
temp?
me as
Right.
well.
Okay. Right.
That's disgusting behaviour.
Yeah, idiots.
Are you
Depends on the bar, but I like it.
out the fridge? Yeah.
I generally take the view. Now, admittedly, there are some exceptions, but I generally take the view: if shops don't keep it in the fridge, it doesn't belong in the fridge.
Yeah. Where do you keep your eggs?
On the shelf.
Do you? Okay.
Ask me where I keep the eggs.
Nowhere in your
No.
house.
Yeah, in the bin, mate.
Right. Oh yeah, true. Actually, yeah. I thought it was going to be a.
Love egg reference.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean eggs go in the fridge, but that is purely from a freshness perspective. I don't think chocolate bars need that because they're not going off anytime soon.
So, Nate, do you ever buy 2-litre bottles of soda?
I do.
And where do you keep them? Where do you keep them?
You live by the sword, you die by the sword, Peterson. Come on.
Where do you keep them, mate?
Come on, mate. Make it funny.
No pressure.
He's not playing, is he? The joke with that is that obviously Nate keeps them in the fridge like any non-psychopath would. But, of course, they don't come from the fridge in the supermarket. That's Nate's I go by what the supermarket do policy falls on its arse.
You could leave them at room temp and use ice cubes. Is what I would have said.
That's what Nathan does, yeah.
If I was in your situation.
Alright, where do you keep your ice?
On the shelf.
In a drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Have we
This
actually...
isn't about me.
I'd actually thought we'd lost you there. Oh.
You did. Many weeks ago.
It's actually... Oh, brilliant. Love that.
I did start the whole thing by saying with some exceptions, so...
No, don't think you did.
No, I've covered myself, it's fine.
No, I think you were talking about something else then.
No.
It's quite funny you say, Stuart, about salted caramel cookie, because there's actually a review going up this weekend of the salted caramel Subway cookie.
Good.
Subway, yeah, I like a Subway cookie.
I would say...
Smarties ones are...
Never had one. Is that the one that they call the rainbow cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a Subway cookie. I mean, my experience of Subway is fairly limited. The boy often has a cookie from Subway when we go, but I've never... It's not what... I'm not going to Subway for a cookie.
Here's something. Subway cookies are the best mass-produced cookies in this country. Boom.
Do you call Oreo a cookie? Oh, in this country. Oh, okay,
in this country, yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair.
No, seriously. When I bought the salted caramel cookie, they were actually, because I went literally first thing in the morning, so they had all their trays of cookies out to bake.
Yeah, they smell fucking amazing as well.
Amazing. Get in there, Stuart. Get on their white chip macadamia. That's the best one.
Nah, rainbow.
White chip macadamia.
Yeah.
Oh. What about Lidl cookies?
Yeah, they're very good.
Have you the whole Lidl bakery is phenomenal, but Lidl cookies are tasty.
Yeah, really nice.
I think my favourite, if we're talking about brand cookie like Tesco, Sainsbury's, Lidl, would probably be the Tesco... Oh, no, sorry. Sainsbury's white chocolate and raspberry cookies are fucking immense. The ones that they bake in store.
I enjoy a berry in a cookie.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I don't. Actually, one of my less preferred flavours.
Well, I mean, you've got to be wrong about some things, Michael.
Correct.
How do you feel about, like, seasonal cookies, like, around Christmas time? Like, I think... So, like, white chocolate and orange, I think, somewhere has at the moment.
That's interesting. White chocolate and orange.
Yeah.
I'd try that.
Yeah. I love chocolate orange, but haven't ever thought about white chocolate and orange.
No. Did they make a white chocolate orange?
Yeah.
What, Terry's? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a terrace one, yeah.
I've never had that.
I don't know if they do it every year, because I haven't seen it for a while, but I know they have done it in the past.
Oh, right. No, I've only ever seen milk and dark.
Oh, there's milk, dark, popping candy, crispy...
Wait, are we talking about segments here, or have they
no,
actually got a full...
They've done a full white one. Yeah.
Like popping candy one as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they do. I don't, like Nate says, I don't think they do the popping candy one now either, but it was around about 2 years ago.
I've seen the popping candy segments that they do in the bags, but I've never
Correct.
seen a full...
But they did have it. They did have it as a full one, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen the popping one for a while. I haven't seen the white chocolate one for years. Long time since I saw the white chocolate one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a bit of popping candy. I wanted to make a popping candy cookie, but it's annoying because I either have to sprinkle it on top afterwards, or that's it. Because once you bake it, once it's mixed in with some kind of moisture, it loses. Loses
Won't
the
pop.
Crackle and pop.
Yeah.
How
Correct.
do we feel about dunking a cookie? Because obviously it's very common to do that with a biscuit.
No.
Obviously discuss the difference between a biscuit and a cookie. Is a cookie dunk worthy?
I'm not.
It depends.
I'm not a dunker.
Because you obviously you're a cookie artist.
I think it
Probably
depends what drink you're
offended.
having.
Oh.
Lager.
Lager. Exactly. No, tequila, me. And actually, this is where it comes back to Maryland, because Maryland cookies,
Correct.
/ biscuits,
Correct.
are made for dunking, in my opinion. Maryland in a cup of tea is which one is it that I get? The hazelnut chocolate one.
Oh, the hazelnut's the best one.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one with the light brown packaging, isn't it?
The sort of little nuts in you. Yeah, no, you're right. It is the brown packaging.
Yeah, that's the one that's pretty much made for dunking in a nice cup of tea. Anything else? I very rarely dunk a rich tea, which a lot of people say is the 1-2 dunk, or a hobnob,
Which isn't a cookie, yeah.
We've already discussed this. Right.
Oh
at the
yeah,
top
sorry.
of the
No.
Can we stop trying to validate Nate's intro, please?
Would rarely.
Could we please try to validate Nate?
I wouldn't dunk one of my ones because it's stuffed.
Sacrilege.
Yeah.
I was
No,
going to
no,
say it depends on the cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking more along in Maryland than your soft cookies.
Yeah,
I would
correct.
very rarely dunk in coffee as well, because I'm actually not a huge fan of
Coffee.
sweet. No, I love coffee. I hate sweet coffee. And I hate talking about raisins in chocolate combination. Yeah, talking about how much I don't like chocolate and raisins. I hate chocolate and coffee. That is one of my worst food hells, as they would say on Saturday Kitchen.
I have to interrupt Rich there, because that is a perfect segue into what we've got here. We've got Rich has bought these back from America because he's just got back recently. He's brought Chips Ahoy soft chunky peanut butter cookies.
Wait, yeah, that's what I thought when I saw them on the shelf. But they taste like... Well, you might like it because you haven't said if you like coffee chocolate or not. But you remember the ones you used to get in Quality Street or Rose's? I can't remember which one used to do it.
Yeah, Rose's coffee cream.
Yeah, that for me, that's my worst nightmare. I don't know what it is, just the taste. But for me, these cookies, even though they say peanut butter flavoured with chocolate chips, have that taste of Rose's coffee in them, and I absolutely hate it.
So when you said you were going to be doing a live tasting of a cookie, what you actually meant was you're going to make Michael Jameson eat a crap cookie.
Correct.
Oh, nice one. Eat the cookie, Michael.
I'd rather eat,
all of them.
I'd rather eat crap.
All of them.
I've got it in my hand and I'm smelling it.
What about the cookie?
It's quite soft, isn't it? It's, is it meant to
What about
be?
the cookie?
Can you two
Rub it a bit, see what happens.
Have you not got a webcam that you can turn on so you
Warm it up.
stew it and...
Probably not easily.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm going to try it, guys. It does. I'm smelling peanut butter, but I am smelling there is a vacant sort of weird background coffee.
It's the aftertaste for me that just
A vacant coffee.
put me off straight away. Do you two like coffee?
I love coffee. I love coffee. I like coffee. I used to enjoy the coffee Rose's coffee cream. I like the coffee chocolate combination. I'm with you on not sweet coffee as a drink. No,
Right.
and
Black as it
dunking
comes.
things in coffee not happening. I prefer a good mix.
I'm a massive fan of chocolate and coffee combination. Love it. Love coffee.
I think it's when I say I'm not a fan of the combination of coffee and chocolate, I think I mean the coffee flavouring. Because Tony, my fiance Tony, got me to try chocolate-covered espresso beans not long ago, and they actually weren't too bad. I think it's because when you have a coffee cream chocolate, it's very sweet, but when these espresso beans had that bitterness. Which is
I'm not a fan of those chocolate-covered espresso beans. I like the yogurt-covered ones.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Right, yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some disdain right there.
Yeah. So do you, mate?
MJ, talk to us about the cookie.
Yeah, so I've had it. I'm just at the tail end of it.
To me, it tastes like a coffee-flavoured cookie. And I hate it.
I can definitely taste the peanut, and that's nice. It's sort of got quite a nice roasty peanut flavour in the middle. But you're right. There is a weird sweet coffee aftertaste, sort of an espresso chocolate sweet.
I'm going to have one as well, just so I can refresh my hatred for them.
And it is an aftertaste.
I don't know if it's coming from the chocolate or if it's coming from the peanut butter chips. Because it's not peanut butter chunks, it's peanut butter chips.
Yeah, it's coming from the chocolate for sure. Because it's almost like it's almost like a Hershey's sort of vibe. And I think the way that's mixing with the other ingredients is giving it a bit of a coffee vibe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's as strong as you said, but it's there for sure. It has a coffee aftertaste, folks.
Well, there you have it. if you're in the UK and you can't buy the Chips Ahoy peanut butter soft cookies.
Oh yeah, everyone on Food Review UK loves American products, don't they?
Yeah. So
And this
if
is
you like
special.
if you like coffee after tasting products that don't have coffee, then this is great.
What do you think of it now? How do you feel
like
about
it.
this product?
Yeah, I really wish
like
I really wish I'd got my packaging for Cookie Milk sorted sooner, because I actually would have emailed. I would have emailed you to some cookies.
Hang on, let me just get it out.
That's your USP.
Yeah.
You can email cookies
Fucking
to
hell,
people.
imagine that. That's
Online shopping.
That's some Back to the Future shit. Just let me download these cookies.
So I just want to confirm that I'm now cleansing my palate from the cheap and nasty Chips Ahoy, which aren't awful. They're fine. But I'm now eating.
Nasty.
I'm now eating a cookie mill.
Let me have
PB and jelly.
a little bit.
What? Here we go.
Yeah, that's actually another. This is actually the newest recipe, stuffed with peanut butter and grape jelly.
Oh, so fucking good.
What do you think of that one, Nate?
Again, excellent.
I preferred the disappointing Chips Ahoy.
I thought they were on a par.
Yeah, very similar.
Although is the Chips Ahoy really a cookie? It's more of a biscuit.
More of a biscuit.
Chips goodbye, more like.
Oh.
Good work.
Chips, fuck off.
These are amazing.
Whilst they're stuffing their face.
Same face, yeah.
Yeah, little do you know, we're actually eating the whole Chips Ahoy cookie pack, just because we actually fucking love them.
What is everyone's view on cookie dough?
Love it.
I'm not that experienced with it. I've had like Ben and Jerry's with cookie dough in, and I like it. I like that grainy texture that it has. But that's the beginning and ending of my experience with cookie dough.
It is incredibly Moorish for me.
I'd say it's easily Moorish, but I think it's a bit of a fad at the moment, cookie dough, because this whole thing of I'm from Shoreditch and I'm going to eat something completely that's been around for tens of thousands of years, but I'm going to make it new and trendy.
It's just because it's hit this shore, though, isn't it? It's obviously been, like you say, it's been in America. Like I can remember.
There was like a BuzzFeed article on cookie dough in New York, and then it's come over to London. And I actually went to one about a month ago, and yeah, they serve it in like a little pot, like you would get in like you get ice cream in like a cinema ice cream stand. And it's just, I don't know, it's just you don't want like 2 massive scoops of cookie dough, just because it is really sickly.
Yeah.
Out of interest, what you had. Was it cold cookie dough, or was it sort of basically half cooked?
Thing is, it was cold, and how they make it is it depends. They either might use pasteurized eggs, or they won't use eggs at all, and they'll have to use heat-treated flour, and I do think it does affect the taste. I mean, aesthetically, it does look like cookie dough, and they do mix it obviously with chips, and I actually had some with Bueno, and it wasn't too bad, like a few spoonfuls, and it is quite nice, but like I said, like you just can't eat a whole tub of it, just because I just think it's far too sickly.
Because that's what's annoyed me. Places like Pizza Hut have been selling quote-unquote cookie dough for years.
Yeah.
But actually, when you order it, it's not. It's just it's basically just a really, really soft cookie.
Yeah.
It's not what I would consider to be cookie dough that they've been selling in America or eating in America for years, decades. I'm a massive fan. I agree. It's. I probably could eat quite a lot of it, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to just because I would probably get sick on it.
I remember being a kid, and they used to say it was a very American thing, like you said, like eating cookie dough after like your mum has just made it or something like that. And like we never, because I always used to think like you used to get ill from eating cookie dough because you're eating like raw dough. But then I think, have you ever had the ones that you can get in Waitrose now that come in like a sausage shape and you just slice it off? I bought that a few years ago and did try a little bit of it, and it was fucking amazing.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, like when you compare eating that to the stuff that you get now in like these niche shops that sell cookie dough by the scoop, it's far better. Because I actually took some home and baked it in the oven, and it just turned out fucking awful. I don't know what they put in it, but it wasn't a cookie when you bake it.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only ever had like the Pillsbury one from America. Is it Pillsbury?
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, and that was, like you say, it's the sausage shaped one.
Yeah.
That you can cut off, and it's very tasty. It's nicer than some cookies. Not your own, obviously. The one I've had was divine, but yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of cookie dough. But
yeah,
I haven't tried any of these fad places yet.
I haven't tried any of the fad ones either. I do love the Pizza Hut one, and I do think it's reasonably fair that they're calling it cookie dough because it is so soft, and you do get the ice cream which cuts through the richness really nicely. So yeah, love them.
I do. Yeah, I think the Pizza Hut one is the best one out of the takeaway. Domino's isn't too bad. Domino's, I think.
Domino's, I love them. They're very unique, but I love them.
Yeah,
they're weird. They're just because they almost have a hard shell.
Yeah,
and then they're very chewy in the middle. And
they
actually,
are more of a cookie than the Pizza Hut one. Is very greasy.
Yeah, the Domino's ones work really well in the fridge as well. Actually, I like having them in the morning after. I did say morning.
Morning after pill.
Morning after Pillsbury. No, good. I do sort of see where you're coming from when you say it's a bit of a fad, but I don't think it's too crazy. One of the more recent products I've tried is the M&S chocolate coated cookie dough bites, and they're fantastic.
When I say fad, I mean these pop-up shops that are showing up. I mean, like Nate said about Ben and Jerry's. I mean, that's just amazing. But and like the bites, because I just think you're not having much, are you? You wouldn't eat the whole pack.
Oh God, no.
Because it is far too sickly. But...
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I mean, I think we've pretty much covered everything we can there with cookies.
Can I just make it? No. I'm not sure I've made it explicitly clear. I really do absolutely adore cookies. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Carry on, mate.
Yeah.
Can I just say as well? Would you class a macaron as a cookie?
No.
I do like cookies, but I prefer a flan.
Whee!
That wasn't an office reference.
My very wife got that reference. Sorry, yeah, good.
What could you say? I did not get it. I did not.
Oh, hi, Rich.
Anyway, how's your sex life?
I haven't even seen the film and giving it quotes.
Quoting it.
Yeah.
Chip, 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 chip. You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
Nate, I feel like you're losing us again.
There's only one thing that can change this. Sweeter or savoury.
It's time to play a game. Let's play a game. It's called Sweeter or Savourier. We pull the name of a food stuff out of a hat. You tell us what you think about that. Will the next food stuff be sweeter or savoury? Will it be sugary or common and sour? There's just no way to know. But you must predict. Will the next food stuff be sweeter or savoury?
Brilliant. Right, sweeter or savoury? Rich Milford, Dickie Milford, the giant Michael Jameson. Are you ready to take the sweeter or savoury challenge?
Uncalled for, but I am.
Okay, Richard Milford.
Correct.
The first foodstuff out of the Northern Flat Cap it's a debut. Richard, it's chips.
Oh, interesting.
Can we clarify it?
Are they
British
plain?
chips or American chips?
Chips.
Yeah, and are they unsalted? Cause
Yeah.
The chips.
I would never have unsalted chips.
I would never have chips without salt and vinegar. They're chips.
Yeah, I have them with loads of salt as well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
I have them with sugar.
I cover mine in Marmite.
Yeah. Oh, they would be good actually. Marmite scented chips. Yeah, that's a next level thing. Anyway, I'm going to say sweeter.
Sweeter than chips.
Yeah.
Richard Milford. It's the second time out of the Northern Flat Cap. It's Airwaves Menthol, which is sweeter than chips.
Sweeter
correct.
than chips,
Correct. Yeah.
But a weird product. This is such a weird product.
Do we know
You're
when?
welcome.
Do we know when Airwaves emerged last?
From the Northern Flat Cap.
Yeah. Do we have that statistical kind of information?
At some point since June.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd say Airwaves.
So when we started the podcast.
Yeah. What I do, it's when I pull them out, I've got a tally chart on every little thing, so I have a pencil next to me, and I stick a line on the card. I don't write a date on it.
Well, that's how the Lotto Go does it as well. To be fair.
Yeah, correct.
Any listeners, if you could go back through the old show and email us, that'd be great.
FRUKcast@gmail.com. Richard Milford, sweeter or savourier than Airwaves Menthol?
I'm going to have to say savourier.
Savourier than Airwaves Menthol. Fantastic. Yeah. I can't believe it. It's apt. It's absolute poetry. It's Maryland original. End of game.
Way!
Cookies.
Cookies kill Rich. Done.
He killed Maryland, they killed him.
Oh, hang on. Yeah,
Oh,
shit.
wait.
That means you lose.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
hang
hang on.
Hang on a sec.
Wait,
I'd say chewing gum is essentially sugar.
Actually, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying. Yeah. No, sorry. Maryland is definitely more savoury than Airwaves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Because,
Maryland.
hang on a sec. Salt is used to make cookies, realistically.
No, Maryland is more savourier than Airwaves.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
talking... you're talking
Easily.
nonsense.
No.
Definitely not.
No. Peterson.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to say that that the cookies are sweeter.
What?
No
what
way.
the fuck are you talking about?
I would say easily chewing gum is pure sugar.
Yeah, literally.
This is Airwaves Menthol.
This is fucking mental.
It's not juicy fruit.
No. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
menthol.
What?
That's-
What is
that's
happening?
So when you hear people say like, "Oh, chewing gum's bad for your teeth," it's not because of the salt in it.
People don't brush their teeth with cookies.
It's sugar free, you jebend.
Oh, you didn't say sugar free.
Oh, I can't sugar free. It's got xylitol. It's not sugary.
I swear you can get sugar-free chewing gum and non-sugar-free chewing gum.
Yeah, but Airwaves Menthol is sugar free.
Oh well.
It wasn't chewing gum. It was specifically Airwaves Menthol.
Well.
Xylitol has a similar sweetness as regular sugar.
All right, Google.
What does Maryland have in it? Does that not have any sugar in it whatsoever?
All the sugar. All the
What
chocolate.
is sweeter, Maryland cookies or Airwaves? Let's see what comes up. Just the Maryland cookies Wikipedia page.
Maryland or Airwaves?
I mean, I'm the standing judge, and I've.
I feel like I've been robbed.
Yeah,
Send the police round because
I'm fuming.
this is
I'm fuming
absolute farce.
because it's not like it's not even to me. It's
Yeah.
not even easy.
On the thing that I love the most as well, it's like
Not even hard. That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Good to sweet.
cookies. Yeah. What the fuck is the point of me even coming?
I'm fuming about
Them's the
this.
rules.
This isn't. Has this just happened?
What?
Yeah.
The rich got it wrong. Yeah, that happened.
I'm fuming, guys. If you're watching this or listening to this on YouTube, get in the comments section below, and also email us, frukcast@gmail.biz.
Right. Here's the thing, right? Let's have some replies to this. You can either if you think Rich and MJ are correct, we want hashtag big MJ little MJ. If you think you think me and Nate are correct, I want hashtag bald and right. Okay.
Unfortunately, bald and right sounds like it's some sort of Nazi movement.
Hashtag North South Unite.
I'd rather be a Nazi than be Michael Jameson.
Oh, Jesus. I did not see that coming.
Anyway, how's your sex life? No, I'm fuming about this.
Yeah, I'm fuming.
Dirty protest.
Oh, God.
It's your house, you do what you want, mate.
I bloody will.
So. I would just like to say that I didn't know that they were sugar-free.
I don't think it matters.
I mean, when you come in... surely it's expected that when you come onto a food podcast that you have some kind of food expertise, and by saying that you are basically agreeing with me and Nate that you were wrong. So that makes it now 3-1 against Michael Jameson.
Well, so is this podcast? Is this game higher salt content or lower salt?
Best game ever. No, that's not what it is. It's sweeter or savoury.
What tastes?
Clues in the name.
There's a little song.
There's a little song.
What tastes sweeter or what tastes savourier?
What is sweeter or what is?
For me, it's.
Well, hang on then, because Snickers has got salt in.
Snickers hasn't come out of the hat.
Yeah, I know, but we've argued against Snickers before, but it's got salt in.
No, we haven't.
No,
we've argued that it's got a sweeter flavour than cookies.
Yeah. But it's got salt in.
So?
Yes, it's got a higher salt content than cookies, which factually means it's savourier.
No, because it's not just salt that has an effect on the flavour.
Oh, it's not just sugar that has an effect on the flavour, so you just done yourself up in the bundles there, ain't you?
No, it's the flavour that affects the flavour, and menthol is more savoury than cookie.
How ridiculous this is. How absurd.
You're just sticking up.
I'll be the bigger man, as usual, and...
yeah, you're right, I'm just sticking up for myself. No, I'm fuming about this. You've made a mockery of this.
So
game.
what did I get? 2?
3.
You got robbed, mate.
I got
3.
You got
3.
frauded.
So that's the new low?
You got defrauded.
No. Plenty of people
the joint low, isn't it?
Yeah.
What? People are lower than that? No.
Kelly
no.
Was
it
Kelly
not
and me?
you and... Yeah, you and Kelly.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to the Gossy one. I think he got 2 and I got 3.
I'm fuming. I was hoping to knock Jason off the number 1 spot. Out of interest, can I see what the next one would have been? Because I would have said savourier after the cookies.
The next one would have been... Would anyone like to guess?
Marmite.
No. It's Walker's salt and vinegar crisps. Obviously, it's a brand of salt and vinegar crisps because at least 1 in 4 of the foodstuffs in the heart are a brand of salt and vinegar crisps.
Oh, right.
But yeah, Walker's salt and vinegar. The next one would have been another cookie, original Oreo.
Well, no, hang on. No, he wouldn't have got it because he would have said savourier than a Maryland cookie.
And that's Walker's salt and vinegar, correct?
Oh, sorry, you've gone back to normal now. You've gone back to having normal opinions. Sorry, I didn't realise you'd switch back to having regular opinions after the weird sort of airwaves incident of 2017.
Idiot.
This is going to divide nations.
This is going to cause problems.
But it's not divided, Nathan.
Way!
And on that awful pun, I think we're going to have to say goodnight on this show.
Incorrect. Poor knowledge. We've got a bonus feature.
Yeah.
Hashtag...
Doesn't appear on my schedule here that I put together.
Well, what's number 7 on the schedule?
Number 7.
Any other business? Can I raise it then?
No.
Hashtag reignite the fuse.
Correct. So we are hashtag reigniting the fuse. Rich has made... Do you follow a recipe for this?
Correct.
Rich has made fuse. What's in this,
He's
Rich?
made fuse.
Improved for you. Improved fuse.
Infused.
Oh.
What did you say, Nate? What have I made it with?
Yeah, I said that,
Yeah.
It's Cadbury's Dairy Milk with peanuts, glacé cherries, crunch, not crunchy, but the crunchy, what are they called? Crunches.
Crunchers, yeah.
And Dairy Milk fudge. No, I'm right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just me.
No,
Here we go. I'm trying.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
Another product that means you get to listen to you.
Well,
eat.
mate, as I thought, this is one of my favourite podcasts to listen to, and I felt so heartbroken with the story that MJ told a few weeks ago that you had never tried the fuse, so I thought I'd make it. So,
for him.
is it sweeter than airwaves, mate?
Stuart, what are you up to this weekend?
I'm going to Edinburgh to the Christmas markets.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I love a good Christmas market.
yeah. I imagine I'll eat and drink lots of things that nobody else will be able to taste.
Like what? Tell me about the food that you'll be able to eat.
I mean, everything will be deep fried, won't it? Deep fried fuse.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That's a bit
Delicious.
How is it, Michael?
It's really good. So, this is
It's a bit like a rocky road,
no.
as in
Yeah.
different textures flying around.
So, who here has actually tried a fuse?
Yes.
No, I don't think I ever have.
I have not.
So, Nate.
Nate, how similar is a fuse to a picnic?
Not really. Not massively. I mean, they've both got shit in them, but apart from that, I can't really suggest that they're that close a bar.
They've both got shit in them. Oh, I definitely fucked up the recipe.
Yeah, the texture is amazing.
Correct.
Flavour's obviously good as well. Yeah, chewiness from the fudge. Is it just the crispers that are the crispy bits in there?
Yeah.
They're so crispy, it's great. Nice, you can't actually taste the cherry. Again, it just adds chewiness. And then you got running all the way through, you got the delicious dairy milk Cadbury flavour. Yeah, I can really see the appeal with that. That's really good. And it's solid chocolate as well. It's not like a little amount of chocolate.
Yeah.
It's like a block of chocolate. Yeah, totally get that. That's really good. So Nate, are these similar to Fuse?
They're pretty close. I'd say probably like 73%.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
I was thinking more 35, but
Correct.
That's not very close at all, Rich. You've done a poor job if it's 35%, my friend.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Rich. That is a really kind gesture.
You're very welcome.
And
Michael.
absolutely delicious.
And thank you for having my back during that absolute farce of a game.
That's fine. I didn't have your back. I had the truth's back.
Nah, honestly, thanks for having me. I mean, rude.
No, we've loved having you on. Thank you for coming. Will you come on again?
Yes. If I'm allowed. If I'm invited.
If you're allowed a rematch at Sweeter or Savoury, I'd say,
Yeah.
i.e. the Justice episode.
Yeah. The comeback.
I think justice was done.
Yeah,
The
correct.
correct result is in the history books forever. And that is what I want.
Office
You
reference.
should wash your mouth out, mate, with some airwaves.
No, it's too late for savoury food. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to Rich for coming on. Again, do you want to plug your cookie mill where they can find you?
Nah. Yeah. At the Cookie Mill UK on Instagram and at Riches_kitchen on Instagram.
Cool.
Cheers.
Available for order soon.
And cheers for having me again. This is genuinely one of my favourite podcasts. I'm not actually just saying that. It's good.
The only one you listen to.
Chemistry. Apart from Adam Buxton.
Would you say we're better than Adam Buxton?
No.
Can we pretend that you
Actually,
said
I'd say
we're
you're
better
definitely
than
on par. You're definitely on par. I definitely look forward to listening to this podcast.
Wow.
I
That's
can't wait.
nice.
We need to draw up some sort of thing that says that, basically.
Have you seen the thumbnail, Rich?
I have, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you sent it to me. Preview thumbnail.
Correct.
Sneak thumb. Sneaky thumb.
Thank you for listening, guys. If you could be so kind, please head on over to iTunes, leave us a 5-star review. Nothing lower than 5-star. Doesn't help anybody. Keep your negativity to yourself, you bastards. Go over there, give us a 5-star review. Helps us get noticed by others.
Yeah, you bastards.
Yeah, bastards. And be sure to check us out again in another couple of weeks. Yeah, thanks, you. Goodbye.
Can I just thank Aaron NFC for listening as well? Because I know he's my biggest fan.
I don't think he has listened, to be fair.
Can I just ask? Who trusts me?
I do.
Thank you.
Saul Goodman doesn't. So if we're going to be some people that hate people,
no one really hates me, which is weird because I'm the most.
Everyone hates
MJ.
Multi-Man, definitely a big fan.
Yeah, Multi-Man and I had a bit of a run-in, didn't we?
So if Multi-Man, Saul Goodman... Multi-Man, yeah.
Is that like Horlicks Man, like multi?
Yeah.
Super Multi-Man.
yeah.
It's Jamal's YouTube account.
Yeah, Jamal in the day job.
I'm just going to end this by saying goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, mate.